Lights, camera, action. Wait, there's nobody here. Welcome to my presentation. So let's start with what started animation before it was a thing. So joints, you know them, you love them, or you hate them. They've been ever since history was a thing. We used it to communicate for fun or for history. Now let's explain a bit of how and why of animation. So animation is basically, let's say I have 100 pictures of a silly little guy like moving, and I show you a picture, you see it, then I show you the other one, and I repeat this. This will take a long time, so here's a machine. This machine will draw the paper so you can see it fast. So let's try it. Oh wait, that machine was had gunpowder. I think he died. Wait, didn't you just kill him? Anyways, so yeah, basically I draw a lot of images on you, and it looks like they're moving if I do it fast enough. So now let's go with a bit of animation history. So the first known hand-drawn animation was made in 1908 called Phantasmagory. It used hand-drawn animation. After that, many different companies started using hand-drawn animation, like us, like Disney with Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. So every cartoon before the 2000s normally used hand-drawn cell animation that I'm going to talk about in animation types, and stop motion that I'm also going to talk about in animation types. And the only real problem was that because the internet wasn't really a thing, you could make an animation, but there wasn't really any way to show it. So yeah. At this time in 2010, and digital art and animation became more widespread, and now shows at the time like Adventure Time and Samurai Jackson, SpongeBob started using digital animation, and now the internet is more widespread with YouTube and Vine. You can upload your animations, and yes, it does come with benefits and disadvantages. Obviously, they contribute to some bad stuff, but yeah, that always happens. But you may be wondering, how do I make animations? Well, that's how you sound anyways. You just need a computer and an animation software like Macromedia Flash. Macromedia Flash became the go-to computer animation software because it was pretty cheap and it was pretty easy to use. It also had stuff like twinning, that is basically a computer moving an image to a certain location. If done right, it can look good, but most of the time it looks kind of stiff. So late 2000s, like in 2010s, 2013 and stuff like that, CGI, 3D CGI, that means computer generated images, became more popular for companies than 2D animation. And now how 2D is normally just personal stuff and stuff like Cartoon Network and SpongeBob. And right now, 2D's day, stuff like movies are overpopulated by 3D CGI. 3D CGI isn't bad, but the balance between 3D CGI and 2D animation doesn't really exist. Now let's go on to animation types. So cell animations is a type of animation where there's multiple transparent cell sheets and they have a painting on it. And you take a photo on film, then you change the cell a bit, and then you do it until you have a finished animation. Then there's Flipbook. Probably the easiest one. You just stack all of your drawings and flip through them. Then there's one that I couldn't really find, but basically you put on a wall all of your images and you use a train to go through them really fast. Then there's stop motion, that is basically you just having a sculpture, taking a picture, changing it a bit, similar to cell animation, but instead of multiple cell sheets that make it 2D, you use a sculpture that makes it 3D. So now let's go on to some techniques. Squash and stretch. Squash and stretch is basically this. See me jump off this cliff. Oh wait, I am made of glass. Anyways, let's just see this bouncing ball. When it's up or down, when it's moving up or down, it's taller in width and height, but smaller in width. And then when it touches the ground, it's shorter in height and longer in width. And yeah, that's one of the techniques. The other one is called in between. Basically, is that you have your animation, but instead of having one guy go there, then you move him a bit, then a bit. What you do is that you move him a lot, and then another lot, and then in the in-betweens, you draw what happened in between those frames. There's more animation types, but I don't want to spend a lot of time animating this, so it's time. Okay, conclusion. Animation is time consuming. There's different types of animation. The balance between 2D and 3D doesn't exist, and I spent way too much time on this. Goodbye.